Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing because I know I've been posting a lot today. I actually might want to just upload this tomorrow. But something that's been helping me with synchronicities, right? Being able to see synchronicities and communicate with the divine source, infinity, God, whatever. Is taking walks. I think I said this. I probably did, but I'm gonna say it again. Taking walks with no music, no anything, and I set intentions. This is the sauce. I set intentions before the walk, right? Like I have questions that I ask. Show me this. It's not always show me a sign. Sometimes it is, but one time it was like, what do I? I'll give you an example because you'll probably think I'm capping. So one time, right? I set the intention of. Tell me something that I need to hear today that will give me clarity or something along the lines of what do I need to hear right now? You know what I mean? Because that's something that I was really struggling with, right? And I was like, figuring out my faith, whatever, right? So I took that walk, right? And then I just so happened to walk by this guy. And this guy also, I don't even know what he was doing. He was like fake in his car, out of his car. Like his whole just situation already seemed like wasn't even happening. But that doesn't really matter though, right? Because I don't know what he was doing. Whatever, right? Right. And then I walk by him, typical small talk exchange, when we're having, and then he said something, he said something about the brother, right? And I was like, yeah, I know, like that's why I'm out on this walk, whatever. And then he was agreeing, so we're kind of over talking each other because how you're just, oh yeah, you're just agreeing with each other, right? And then he was like, yeah, no more work, like no more, just stop. And I didn't think too much, I'm just a kikiing in the small talk, so I didn't really think too much about that. In my brain, already auto-corrected it. I was like, oh, he meant no more rain, because we just had a bunch of rain. And then I keep it pushing. And then I was like, no more work. No more work, just stop. Because that's been like what I've been really like struggling with, I think I told you, well, actually, I don't think I told y'all, but like, I don't work. That's why you think I'd be on this. And I was like, no more work. He said, no more work, no more, just stop. And that was what I was just talking to God about and just dealing with. And that's been a big part of my journey, right? Because I'm like, I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? And so when he said that, and I know he meant like no more rain, but I was just kind of like, that's real interesting. You know what I mean? Like, because God will talk to you through all different ways, or Source will talk to you through so many different ways. So that's just one example. But I've had other synchronicities. There was one time I was like, I just need clarity. I was actually not having a good day. I was like, I just need some clarity, bro. Like, can you just dead ass show me? Can I get something that's like dead ass? Like, nothing that I interpret. Can I just get something that you're just keeping it a buck? And on that same walk, there was money like on the floor. When I was walking, and I picked up the money, and I even asked the guy next to me. I was like, nah, like he probably, because he's like getting in the car, right? He's putting his kid in the car, whatever. And I was like, this probably his. I can't even keep this in the car. This ain't even mine, whatever, And then I asked him, and then he was like, no, I didn't have any cash. So I kept it because obviously we were the only two people right there. But I was just like, dang, on a day that I was actually not in a high vibration, you know what I mean? But I still took my walk, and I was in the walk. I was actually affirming and already changing my mood around before that happened. But it's like, and then I find money on the floor. It was only like $5. I'm not going to drag it. But it's the point that like I asked for a sign that was clear. And then the same with the other one. So just like, consider taking walks with no music and just following. There's nothing wrong with walks with music. Before people get in the comments like, if that's what helps people walk, yes, for exercise. I'm saying to walk for communication and for like a spiritual reason. So like whatever your reasons for your walk, cater your walk to your reason. But for me, I'm saying walk without sound but when I went to see the guy, I was just randomly decided to go that direction down that road. I was like, what way do I want to go? And I kind of just felt like what's kind of calling me. I'm just trying to follow my intuition. And then I ended up going on there, and then that ended up happening. The same with the money thing and everything. So yeah,